Just chilling.
So what's new with you?
Not much, man. I got a fight September 15th that I'm preparing for. Just got out here to Vegas to finish off camp and just, just getting ready.
You know anything about your opponent?
I know a couple guys he's fought. He's fought Pedraza, Haney, Barbosa. Uh, fought some good guys
You ain't
here and there.
supposed to spill the news yet or something?
Huh?
Are you not supposed to spill the news yet?
No, it's out. I already know I'm fighting September 15th, Corpus Christi, Texas.
Introducing Astapro Outreach. What's the guy's name?
I believe it's Antonio Moran.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that gonna be at 135? Is that gonna be at where we
It's gonna
campaigning?
be a catch weight at 38.
38?
Yeah.
So tell me, is the weight starting to become an issue?
Not right now, no. There was for the last fight, there was just a lot of other issues going on within the camp and some injury I had to deal with, but we're all good now.
Okay. So what's the catch weight?
138.
138?
Yeah.
Nice. Are you excited to get back in there?
Yeah, man, it's been a long time. I'm really excited.
Hmm. Your name's been mentioned a lot, especially with a lot of different interviews with Shakur. Um, you know, it's nice to see someone my way that's getting the exposure and the publicity that you are deserved. Um, is that like a fight right now that you believe is realistic? You know, in your next, because you got a 2-fight deal,
Three.
3.
3 fights. Yeah.
So talk to me. Do you believe that's a realistic fight?
That's definitely a realistic fight. That's bound to happen.
You feel like just with let the time take its course, or do you feel like you got to be more outspoken?
Uh Time will take its course. I know he needs a contender in there. I hear he's been looking for a fight. And after I handle business September 15th, we can get into discussion.
Mm, mm. So, let's talk a little bit more about what's going on in the world of boxing today. Um, when it comes down to Devin Haney, him trying to hold his WBC belt. Um, what do you think? Why do you believe he wants to hold that belt, but in the same time fight Regis Prograis at 140?
Oh, just maybe see how he feels at 140. Uh, I don't think there's nothing wrong with capturing two titles in two different weight classes and holding two different belts at two different. I don't find a problem with that. I would do that myself. That's to me. That's what pound for pound
It's all
kind
about.
of is all about. Being able to be champion in one, move up, move back down, whatever it may be. Just no matter what, you're the best. So
Hmm.
that's how I'm looking at it.
Um, and that would be something that if names were on the table at 140 pounds, you would entertain, like you say.
Entertain, yeah, most definitely. Anybody at 140, if it's Teofimo, Devin Haney, any of the champions now, we could get it rocking.
Now that it like 40 starting to get hot, it's starting to get hot.
Yeah. All the guys from 35 moved up, most of them, and so the same fire division that was at 35 just moved over to 140. So same,
Facts,
same people.
facts. So talk to me, man. I haven't seen no interviews of your reaction on the fight that just happened July 29th with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. What's your initial reactions to that?
Uh, I expected Crawford to fight the way he did. I just didn't expect for Spence to look that bad, if that can be worded correctly.
Yeah.
So not to say that I knew that was gonna happen. I didn't. I knew I believed Crawford was gonna win. I believed he was gonna fight that way. I just didn't think it was gonna look like how it did.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Round one comes. He shoots a 2-1. What's your initial thought? Did you feel like Errol Spence was in there with an elite guy, an elite southpaw at that? That he hasn't had too many southpaws, and kind of looked different because of that? Or you think he came in there looking a little different?
Who? Spence or Crawford?
Spence.
No, Spence looks the way he does. Is just Crawford just was at his tempo. Crawford was just doing what he does. So I did take note that he started southpaw because normally he does start off orthodox, and I thought that was a smart move, and it worked out for him.
Yeah, it seemed to me in some recent interviews, Bob Arum said that Spence really can't fight a southpaw, and a great southpaw at that. So it was smart for him to stay, southpaw and not change to orthodox. But in your opinion, when it comes down to the rematch at 154, what would your prediction be?
Same thing. Same thing. To me, speed is power. Crawford is the faster guy, more agile guy. Same thing.
Right, right. Um, what Everybody, there's 18 people on the live. We got 5 likes. We got Jermaine Ortiz, the technician, Top Rank's own. Let's get these likes up right now. This is my guy from around the way. Now, we got this new fight. Obviously, the press conference was today with Canelo Alvarez and Jamel Charlo. Um, I'm gonna get into the comments in a few too as well. So y'all can feel free to make your comments. But yeah, the New York press conference was today. Obviously, you see Jamel Charlo moving up 2 weight divisions to fight Canelo Alvarez. What you think about that? What are your thoughts on that fight?
I think it's gonna be a interesting fight. I don't see it's. I don't. It's not a. It's a win-win situation for Charlo. I believe to just be able to fight Canelo. Big payday, just being able to fight one of the goats, and the fact that he gets to move up in weight can actually benefit him in a sense where he's probably not weight drained and can just be a normal at his walk around weight a little bit, and feel good. So now I think that's gonna help him withstand some of Canelo's punches a little
Mhm.
bit, but we'll see. I've seen that Jamel he's been able to box better, and I like the way he's been boxing. And Canelo always has problems with people who box him, but with Canelo it just takes one shot.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you believe that he's just like a natural big guy that is quote unquote really not moving 2 weight divisions, but it is on paper, but it's like he's probably moving up only one kind of.
No, he's still moving up, regardless of how you want to look at it. He's still moving up 2 weight classes. Never fought in one weight class above or two, let alone. So either way, it's different. If you never fought at a weight class, no matter what you walk around at, it's still gonna be different. Your opponents are different in the sense of what they carry over to the ring.
Facts, facts. Who do you lean towards?
I can't say nothing. Obviously, Canelo is the heavy favorite. I think Canelo's gonna win, but I wouldn't be surprised. I see Charlo boxing him very well until Canelo just catches him maybe with a left hook or something. But I don't know. Maybe Charlo will just anticipate that because that's what Canelo usually throws a lot. He really works on like two punches, and if he could just defend it the whole fight, who knows? We'll see what it looks like.
Right, right. Now him moving up to 168, then he already declared that, he would go back down to his natural weight class. Well, I don't know if it's natural, but go back to his weight class where he has all the belts to fight Terrence Crawford. What do you feel in that as far as putting on the muscle and taking it off and within one training camp and to fight Terrence Crawford, like when it comes down to your prediction as well?
I can't say. I think Terrence Crawford's still gonna win
Hmm.
with Charlo going up and then coming down. Like I said, it's just him training more comfortable, eating a little bit more comfortable, and then going back down is going back to the grind of all his previous fights, however that looked like.
Hmm.
So it don't change. It's just a more comfortable fight. Like if it's you're fighting out of catch weight and get back to it.
Right.
Get back to it. I don't think he's gonna really gain a lot of muscle mass for this fight. If he plans on fighting at 54, he'll just train hard, want to be the faster fighter, still be able to move. But we'll see.
Do you feel like that could be possibly more of a competitive fight than Spence when it comes to styles and what you see in the ring when it comes to those two guys with their IQ facing Crawford?
If the Canelo and Charlo fight would be more interesting than Crawford and Charlo.
Well, you could answer that too. Do you think that the Charlo and Canelo fight could be more entertaining than the one that just happened July 29th with Spence and Crawford?
Oh no, not saying that. No, I don't think it will be more entertaining than that. No.
No. Now, what do you think? Do you think that a Charlo fight with Terrence could be more competitive than the Spence and Terrence?
Well, that's what we expected with Spence, that it was gonna be very competitive, which it
Right,
wasn't. So
right,
we could just throw that out the window. I don't
right.
know. I don't think we could be like it's gonna be more competitive. And maybe it'll look different. I don't think any two fights are the same. Maybe Crawford could do a repeat.
Mm, mm.
They do got that similar style, Spence and Charlo, in the sense of the way they throw their jabs. In the tempo they throw their jabs. So
When people talk about a potential fight with Javante Davis and Terrence Crawford, do you even believe in that type of talk? Like as far as, or do you believe in weight classes for a reason?
there are weight classes for a reason. I don't think that's even Terrence Crawford and Davis. I don't. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
Right, right, right. Now, gearing up to you, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you're ready to make some noise in the game. Um, not looking past your opponent. But do you feel like even fighting, what is it, September what?
15.
September 15th. Do you believe that you got to have a spectacular performance for people to be drawing their eyes towards you?
I think every performance has to be spectacular.
Mm,
Every performance got to be great. You got to be looking sharp. We train so long, and being outside the ring, you have no choice but to look really good.
100%. Now, from the time that I forget what fight was it that you were supposed to be a Teofimo fight, yeah,
Yeah,
on the undercard. What have you done differently in your training mechanism? Because I heard it was like a lower back injury or
yeah,
something like that. So, have you been like cautious when it comes down to training now? And what do you like? What would you think of the reasonings why that happened? You're still a young kid.
yeah. I don't know. It was just one of them, things where you're training and you feel something bothering you a little bit. You pay no mind to it, and it comes. I think for me, any injury, well, most injuries usually comes from ignoring the problem, not taking care of it right away, and just fighting through it. Sometimes, where in the end, it's gonna bite you in the ass. I think that it was a case of that.
A lot of people asked, why would Jermaine even go to the press conference if he knew he wasn't going to fight? What are your thoughts on that?
Um, I tried telling the teams and the promoters, but it was more of a push. It was more of a push on their side on me, and at the end of it, obviously, I didn't even go to the weigh-ins or anything like that. So just trying to fight it through. As a fighter, that's what we're naturally made to do, is just fight through everything, and that's what I tried doing.
And then when it comes down to like things that you've done differently now, as far as taking care of the injury, making sure it doesn't occur again. I see that you're in different parts of the country every time I try to call you. So
Mm,
I see that it's like I know that you have your peoples everywhere you go. I see you're always training. You always say that it's a workcation, not vacation.
Yeah.
So, speak a little bit upon that.
Just everywhere I go, I'm just trying to get better, uh, find ways to expose my weaknesses and how else do I put it? Just working, trying to get better, see what fits, trying to put the pieces to the puzzle the right way, you
Hmm.
know. But right now I'm here in Vegas, I'm here with the team and we're working.
Right. Um, Obviously, I've seen you working with different coaches and stuff like that. Is that just to pick everybody's different minds? You know, is that just picking everyone's mind?
Yeah, just working, see what fits, see what works, like I said, putting pieces to the puzzle, seeing what pieces fit, what pieces don't.
Right. Right. Um, so tell me, um, what's new with you when it comes down to just you and yourself. Period.
Nothing much, man. I've been just staying low and staying focused, making sure my mind's right, and making sure that for September 15th, all of my faculties are there and staying tunnel vision.
Have you received different type of love? Because just me running a channel and having you on my channel, I've seen the attention that when it comes down to Jermaine, Shakur. When I talk about Shakur need to fight Jermaine. Haney need to fight Jermaine. Have you felt it? And I know it's what you just had your last fight was what, Loma.
Mm. Yeah.
It's
To
been
be
some
honest,
time.
man, yeah, it's been some time, but to be honest, man, I don't read too much comments. I don't read the blogs, so I don't, I'm not hip to what's the word being spread around. I'm not. I'm just tunnel vision, bro.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. Um, and like when it comes down to, you got this catch weight coming, you're obviously your mind is to try to campaign at 135, or you're trying to figure out what your body can do or can't do.
No, it's just if there's no title on the line, I don't understand why I have to fight at 135 if there's no title on the line.
Right, right. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Because a lot of people, you know, I'm glad that we having this interview and you're letting everybody know why, because there was talks of people thinking that you couldn't make the weight anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, people think, but I'll show them, eventually when time comes down and how I perform. It was it was an incident. It happened, and the way the media puts things out is obviously different than reality. But you know, success will overshadow all those negative feedbacks from the
as
past.
well, facts, facts. Um, now that Haney could possibly moving up to the 140 division, seems like the belts will be scattered all over the place at 135. Um, I'm sure you've heard some talks of Haney throwing negotiations out there with Haney. Shakur, yeah, no, Haney throwing negotiations out with Shakur, 25%. We've also seen a last performance from Cam Bosa's. Wasn't too great. I thought he lost the fight. I don't know about yourself. Loma's talking about if he can't get the Haney fight, he's thinking about retirement. Where do you fit in all this stuff? Like, is this your time? Like, do you feel like you're just like, because everyone has said that you're like the best kept secret in the division and you're a sleeper in the division. So this is like that. I feel like this could be your moment
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come out with the fact that the belts are scattered. I think there's a high possibility of me just picking one of those up, find the titles, and we'll see. I know me with the fights with Shakur, Devin, they're gonna happen. It's just time. All these fights they take some time to build up. Sometimes they take some time to marinate, but they will happen. That's for sure. So all the fans, all the people who's asking, just know these fights will happen. They're just gonna take some time, some sooner than later though.
Mm, mm. I remember you. I think it was an interview or something like that. You spoke to Bill Haney. What was that type of conversation about?
To be honest, I don't remember.
He's like, yo, he didn't mention my name, so I don't care.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Right.
It was we was probably we was chopping it up.
Got you. Got you. Um, when it comes down to what sanctioning body you trying to attack first, like tell us,
It don't matter. Whichever one's available first for me to take, I'm taking it.
isn't it? But there's not a certain route that you're trying to go for.
The route that leads me to the quickest title shot.
Title shot. Okay.
I want the quickest way to the title shot.
That's fair. That's fair. Now tell me, Jermaine, looking at the division that you're campaigning in right now, what could you say that you bring to the table that some of these fighters don't bring to the table?
I think my fighting styles are very entertaining, and I've been an underdog for a lot of my past couple fights, and just I'm always shocking the people, always surprising the people, and I'm gonna continue to do that until I'm crowned king.
Mm.
And entertainment. I don't think I bore people with my fights. I don't think I do. And if there's fans that believe so, please let me know so I can entertain you on the next one.
um, chat. This is the time that you guys can, throw out some comments for Jermaine. We got 42 people on the live right now. We need to bring these lights up. We got Jermaine Ortiz, man, Top Rank's own, the
Yes, sir.
technician. Um, I'm happy for you at this point in time. I talk a lot highly about you. Don't really matter upon people of what they have negative to say. You just got a different type of grit in there, and you have shown that you have the cojones to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get into some of these comments just to say what the people are talking about, and to see if you want to answer some of these things. So,
Okay.
wouldn't that route be through the belts that they allow Shakur to fight for being that you've got a work relationship with Bob Arum in Top Rank? I don't understand the question. Do you?
He's probably trying to say that maybe the fastest route is to fight Shakur for a world title, and that probably is the case. So, you know, like I said, maybe we'll see that fight very sooner than later.
Speaking of him, like, do you feel like he really wants to fight you? Like, do
Yeah,
you?
I think he'll take the fight, of course.
Yeah, you think he's not in a rush to take the fight?
Is he in a rush or not
Yeah,
in a
like,
rush?
he's not in a rush to take the fight. Have you seen his face and his reactions when your name is mentioned?
Like once or twice a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um. Yes. Yes. So we got a lot of heart fates over here. It's probably because you got that haircut. Um. um. Yeah. So a lot of people they just want to see you come back in. You say so. Is he staying at 135?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he
Yes, I
is.
am.
He's staying at 135. He's in the mix. My man is in the mix. Um. Other than boxing, what have you been doing in your spare time? I know that you're a busy businessman as well.
And lately, I just been enjoying myself, enjoying my free time, being present, enjoying the sun. You
I
know,
see the tan. I see the glow.
yeah, enjoying the sun and just training. Every day is 2, 3 sessions. So even like I said, even months ago, wherever I'm at, it's just that's my main focus all the time.
Mm,
Staying in shape, getting better, and doing that, just enjoying,
right.
enjoying the moment, enjoying the fresh air, just trying to be present.
There's now the chat's flowing. Do you think that Haney beat Loma?
I think Loma edged it out. I've rewatched it. I've seen it a lot closer. It was a close fight. So can't say no, it was a robbery, but it was a close fight.
Mm.
But I still gave the edge to Lomachenko.
Shakur is rated number 1 at the WBC, and you're ranked 7th at the WBC. Politically, it makes sense if Devin were to give up that belt. I think Top Rank would be able to get you in a Shakur for the WBC belt. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, you know, what do you think about exactly when it comes down to Loma? Do you feel like he still got the same energy to want to compete in boxing after what he just? Because a lot of people they believe that he won. I know you seen him crying in the locker room. He felt, like he got robbed. What do you think? Do you think he's still gonna have that spark?
I don't think. I think he had the motivation and everything to be undisputed and beat Haney, and I think he did that. But to go and capture them belts one by one to achieve his dream of undisputed, I don't think there's gonna be too much. Too much.
Hmm. Yeah, you know, it's mad love, man. Cause like I know it must irritate Shakur, and I'm cool with Shakur too.
Mm.
But I know that it must irritate him that everybody wants to say, "Yo, fight Jermaine," and the first thing he says is normally like, "I want the top guy." I want the top guy. Um, but nevertheless, that's just where that is. I don't get credit. You're an elite fighter. Love you. There you go. Got some ladies here.
Appreciate it.
He's
Appreciate
taking,
it.
lady. He's taking. He's taking.
Nah, nah,
You ain't taking.
nah. Never been. Always been single.
Oh, he ain't taking. He ain't taking. See, he's outspoken. He's ready.
Nah.
If you could choose who you would your ideal next 3 opponents be, and how do you think a fight with Frank Martin would pan out?
I'll beat him. I think it'll be like a Crawford versus Spence.
Ooh, a Crawford versus Spence.
um, Obviously, I got my next opponent. After that, shoot, my next Cambosos and Shakur.
Mm, mm. Uh, how would you do Cambosis? And do you think Cambosis is an elite fighter, or do you think he got lucky to fight Teofimo at the time of how Teofimo was feeling? They were saying that he wasn't himself. Doctors were saying that he shouldn't have fought that fight. What do you think about Cambosis?
He's a fighter. He's a good fighter. Elite fighter. I don't think so, but he's a good fighter. He's a top contender, obviously. You can never knock down no fighter, and how do I say it? Uh, Underprepare for anybody. Anybody in this boxing game, any style, any person
Can't look over them.
can look over them. There's been so many surprises in boxing, and we witnessed it. So styles, just because the style may not match up to say that elite, that doesn't mean that he can't beat an elite fighter
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with anybody.
So, what do you see in that fight when it comes down to you and Frank Martin, and why you feel like it would be an Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford? Like, what do you see in your eyes?
I don't know. I just think he's very one dimensional. I haven't watched much of him, to be honest. I haven't watched much of him.
The only
Probably
the
seen
only,
like
the only
probably
fight you
seen like
watch
one
was with
fight.
Michelle.
Probably, yeah.
Mm, mm. Um, that was another thing was like, hey, like he's in contentions also to fight Shakur Stevenson for the I think it's the WBC, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, you think that Shakur make easy work out of him?
I won't say none of the work is easy. All the work is hard and it's done in the gym. It may look easy in the fight and to the fans, but none of it's easy.
Correct. Even like Terrence and Spence, like
Yeah,
it
that
might have
wasn't
looked
easy,
easy, but
but
it's
it
not.
wasn't easy. It's
Yeah,
not
it's not
easy.
easy. You're
It's
right.
not easy.
Um, Would you entertain a fight with Pitbull?
I would entertain it, of course.
Yeah, he seems like he's a popular draw for the Mexican community.
Yeah.
You know, there's been talks with him and Tank numerously for a rematch. It seems like that's the route that they're gonna go. What do you think about that? What do you think about most networks, most platforms have Tank at their pound for pound. Some people say that he hasn't fought nobody to be in the pound for pound. What are your thoughts on that?
Repeat that question.
A lot of networks have Tank in their pound for pound list, but there's a lot of people that say that he hasn't fought nobody to be in that list. Um, what you think?
I think he's pound for pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain why you believe that he's pound
Well,
for
there
pound.
was just being able to go up different weight divisions, 130, 135, 140, back down to 135. And pound for pound, look at his knockout ratio. That's pound for, he's
Yeah.
pound for pound.
Um, and then what you?
Sorry, brother. I do gotta head out for some sparring though.
No, 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 absolutely
Soon.
not.
Yeah.
I'm actually done. But
Mm,
I appreciate your time, and hopefully you
mm.
get some good work in today. And
Thank you,
we'll see
brother.
you September 15th.
Yes,
Name
sir.
name the your opponent, and
Mm.
also I know that you got a YouTube and your social media. Throw it out there.
All right.
We starting to
I'm
move out
fi-
here.
yeah, I'm fighting Antonio Moran. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Jermaine Ortiz, Twitter, Jermaine Ortiz R, YouTube, Jermaine Ortiz. Yes, sir.
Well, you already know. And this is my last one because it's a super chat. This is my first super chat
Okay.
I got. So,
Okay.
Jermaine, you made us proud, Puerto Rican. The night versus Loma. You have no idea. Show us your gift, heart, effort of a champion. Keep the grind, stay disciplined, and become relentless. God bless.
Thank you.
You already know, brother.
Gracias.
God
Mm.
bless, and on to the next, man. Much love to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You already know, man.
Uh,
HLD, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate los 10 pesitos. Guys, bring the likes up. Bring the likes up. Let's talk a little bit upon the press conference. What y'all thought about the press conference with Canelo Alvarez and Jamel Charlo? We got 47 people on the live and only 18 likes. And HLD, I appreciate the $10 as well because to be honest, that is the first super chat I have ever gotten. I just started YouTube 7 months ago, around 6 to 7 months ago, and I just started doing lives last week. So I really appreciate the donation. Um, but what do you guys think about the press conference at all? Like, I think that Jamel did a good thing that he stayed tranquilo, he stayed relaxed, he wasn't like his normal, lions only type of a thing. So I kind of appreciated that a lot. Um, Charlo actually looked bigger than Canelo today. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are complaining. A lot of people are complaining that this fight is not fair. A lot of people are complaining that Canelo is a weight bully. I really, really, really believe that this is a fair fight. Um, they've been wanting this fight for a while. I feel like Canelo is basically what he's doing right now. I believe that he's remembering all the people that people said that he ducked, and he's putting them in line. In an interview today, right? I seen that he said he's willing to stay in the sport for 4 to 5 more years. And Canelo stay busy. Canelo fight at least 3 or 4 times a year. So you could think about all these names that we said that, oh, duck this, duck that, duck that. You best believe Canelo probably go at him. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Canelo Alvarez fan. I'm not huge on him. I'm not big on him. He got some skills. I do think he's declining a little bit due to the conditioning that he doesn't really push at the end of the fights. We here, Mills Coda. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody on the live. HLD. I'm blessed to be the first, hermano. Thank you, man. For real, for real. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? Pause, but you did pop my cherry right there. I ain't gonna hold you. You really did. That's my first $10. Uh, but for sure, I'm glad it's Mel getting the shot because I think Canelo beats Maul easy. Bueno. I mean, hey, at least it's somebody. You know what I'm saying? At least we got one or the other, and it seems to me we're gonna get both. So that's cool. Um, what y'all think in the fight though? Let's be honest. Like, do you think this goes the distance? I don't know. I think Canelo knocks him out. That's my opinion. I think he's gonna knock him out. Um, he did look big. I love the level of respect. Now, is it the level of respect because now you about to fight? You about to fight Canelo, so I got let me respect him right now because I'm about to fight him. Is it that respect? Like I'm a little shook. Oh shit, this is all coming to life right now. Or is it that you know he kind of took a page from Spence and Crawford? You don't really need to do that. This guy, he's gonna sell 400, 500 pay-per-view buys by himself anyway. So all this crazy talk is not needed. Um, don't get it twisted. I felt like a lot of people were, waiting for the trash talk, waiting for the buildup of the fight. I think that, that's one thing that Charlo does good is that he sells his fight pretty well. So, nevertheless, Charlo is gonna have to box to win. He cannot sit there and trade shots with Canelo. Absolutely not. If he does that, there will be a counter shot waiting for him. I do believe that Canelo Alvarez is a better boxer than Jamel. And what I mean by that, I just think that he has certain veteran moves, counter punching ability, the 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 ability to cut the ring off without necessarily knowing that you're cutting the ring off. Remember Castano when he fought Castano? He had a lot of problems fighting Castano. And Castano throws a lot of punches, unnecessary punches indeed. And he ain't cracking like Castano. Castano doesn't have a Canelo Alvarez chin. Um, there's a lot of things that Canelo Alvarez possesses that Castano does not have. And he's a bigger guy. So for me, and then I'm looking at Derek James in the press conference today. I'm like, ooh, you about to take another L, my brother. You about to take another L. Cause, Frank, first of all, Frank Martin didn't have a great outing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't he even said he didn't have a great outing. Then in the same time, you still gotta fight, you still gotta train Ryan from time to time. I just seen Anthony Joshua. Yeah, he got a seventh round KO, but let's be honest, he didn't look great either. I mean, he's scared to throw the two. He's throwing the two without, not right away. He's throwing the one and then he's throwing the one, he's slipping and throwing the two. Or when he's throwing the two, he's putting his face out there right in front of the opponent so he can get hit. He's not coming off the line, or he's not just shooting it like a machine gun right after the other. The confidence is not there, and I understand that coaches can build confidence, but you have to do it in the gym. You have to bring certain sparring partners to make you believe that you're a killer. You need to be able to do certain things, not necessarily cheerleading, but little steps to bring him to like get into what he's doing. So now Mel's different. Okay, Matt, Mel's different. I think that Mel is a good boxer, but I think he relies on his right hand a lot. I think that he relies on his power a lot. I do believe that he loses a lot of rounds. He gives out a lot of rounds. He's lost to Tony Harrison. He's lost, he's been down. He's down a lot before he scores the knockdown. So that's just my opinion. Getting back into the chat. I thought the press conference was awesome, Mel. Mature so much as a man, and he's game. I'm excited for this fight. Yo, HLD in the building. You're right, man. I did see that sense of maturity. Is that what it is? When you get that pay per view money, that that moolah, once you get that, you just be like, let me just mature the way my money's maturing. That could be the case. Mel, got the other coach as well. He does. He got what? Guzman. He got Guzman. He was a former champion. Um, yeah, he does. But in the same time, I'm not saying that Derek James does not going to give him enough attention. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that I believe that Mel, he needs to be like a lot of people are saying that Derek James he teaches the same way. I mean, did you see Ryan Garcia in the pads? Now, yeah, I like the fact that he kept, his hand home, which they say, but he didn't look comfortable. And I know it takes time and a lot of more repetition. But is he limited as a coach? Like, these are questions that need to be answered as well, because like people were saying also that in the Spence and Crawford fight that he did not necessarily make any adjustments in the corner for Spence. Now, do I believe that even if he did, could have Spence been able to apply that knowledge into the ring? Probably not. I feel like I feel like Terrence he has the cheat code, so it was bound to happen. He was gonna be able to neutralize anything that Spence gave him in this fight. In this fight, the keys to victory for Canelo Alvarez and the keys to victory for Jamel Charlo are going to be completely different. What I believe in Jamel Charlo, Canelo isn't Terrence Crawford. No. Yeah, you're right about that. But Canelo Alvarez is also a walking Hall of Famer. Arguably has two Hall of Fame careers. He's an excellent boxer. He's an excellent body puncher. He's an excellent counter puncher. There's a lot of things that Canelo, he is. Let's be honest. If you get the Canelo Alvarez that fought Daniel Jacobs, Jamel Charlo's in trouble. That that Jamel Canelo Alvarez is like he has like 25% black in him. He is slick. You know what I'm saying? He's not just your average Mexican fighter. He's lit. Canelo is no Castaño. HLD in the building. You 100% right. Yo, Canelo is Castaño 2.0, 3.0, whatever that is, right? Don't even compare the two. I don't even know why we even comparing the two. Like, let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez is going to gas himself. Mel will pick it up as the fight goes on. All right. So let me touch on that. All right. And I like to, because people will look at this fight. If you go and you look out, if you're comparing the Canelo Alvarez from the Canelo Alvarez that fought Triple G, the Canelo Alvarez that fought John Ryder, listen. First of all, he went to his hometown in Mexico to fight John Ryder. First of all, another thing, he was going through a hand injury, so he wasn't training the way he would normally train for Jamel Charlo. The way he's going to train for Jamel Charlo is going to be crazy. And on top of that, let's be honest, we're in Guadalajara. We are going to perform the way my Mexican community wants me to perform. War. They're gonna want an Oscar Valdez and a Navarrete type of a fight. They're gonna want war. They're gonna want offense, 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 minimum defense. You know what I'm saying? He performed. The only thing is that the Mexican community looked at it like, "Where's the knockout?" And that was the problem, basically. But besides that, and fans are boxing fans, we're cruel. Let's be honest. Getting into some of these comments, guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button, man. Make love to that like button. Smash the like button. I would appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I love Canelo too. I don't want to come off as a Canelo hater. I have no winner or pick. I understand. And I'm not telling you I love Canelo. He grew on me. That's all I'm saying. He grew on me. I, I made a pretty decent. I think it was like $300 and something dollars I made off of the Bevo fight. I only dropped like $30 too. Um, Nevertheless, Charlo better study Dimitri Bevo versus Canelo Alvarez. That was a technical clinic. Bevo put it on. I don't see, to be honest with you, um, Spade. Spade up 36. I don't think that's the way to go, to be honest with you. Remember, Canelo, Jamal Charlo, Derek James already spoke upon this. He said that Jamel is going to be able to weigh in around 163, 164. So legitly, he's not going to be as heavy as Canelo on the night of. Imagine what Demetrio Bivol weighed in on that fight when he fought Canelo. And yo, he must have weighed close to 200 pounds, bro. Let's be honest. He campaigned at 175. Big boy. Probably went in there at 195, after dehydration. So, after hydrating. So, I don't think you fight them the same way. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, too, Bevo took a lot of punches here, and bicep. Look at Callum Smith. The freaking bicep was all swollen by the end of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Probably couldn't even give his shorty a hug. So you can't say that you can study that style, because another thing too, the in and out style that Bevo has. Jamal Charlo, if you really look at the way he puts a lot of weight in the front foot. So just to teach somebody like that to go low, fight like Bevo, it's not gonna happen. It's not you. It's like telling Errol Spence, I want you to fight like Lomachenko. It's not gonna happen. He his body was not built like that. I like what Virgil Hunter said. Terrence Crawford is built from the feet up, and Errol Spence is built from the shoulders down. And the reason why that was uh that was a topic was because Terrence Crawford was a wrestler, a state wrestler at that. So if you ever tussle, and I don't know if any of y'all just tussled with a wrestler, but the motherfuckers are strong as hell. Like my cousin, I outweighed him 30 pounds, and I was like struggling to like move him around. So it's a real deal thing. They're built different. Derek James is gonna get Jamel killed. Mm. Uh, do that, EJ. Mm. All right. Vic C was cracking foe. True. It the it differs, right? Def gonna be tough. Definitely, okay. It's definitely gonna be tough. But the last Canelo we seen wasn't the monster, but you definitely right. Yeah, you're not gonna get up for a John Ryder. You're not. You're not gonna get up for the guy. Um, you're going through an injury. You're not gonna get up. Um, and you probably have this in your mind that this is my last fight with Eddie Hearn, and I'm gonna go. And negotiations were definitely talked about with Al Heyman already. He already knew. These guys know this is chess for my career. You already know the next few moves that are happening in your career anyway. You know what I'm saying? Vic C killed? Question mark. Come on, fam. Hey, he said it, not me. But I do think it's gonna be a knockout. But then when I look at the size, I'm like, ooh, 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 maybe not, maybe so, because Jamel, you know, being weight drained is a thing in boxing. Like when you're when you're not at your natural weight, I don't know if anybody has boxed before, but when you're sparring in the gym, you're strong. You probably want to spar probably like 10 to 15 pounds over your fighter's weight. You feel good. When it gets closer to your fight, you want to lose the last 5 pounds are the hardest to lose. So to lose your first 10 after that, you might feel a little bit different entering those last 5 pounds that you're gonna get into your fighting weight. So keep that in mind that Jamel Charlo is a big guy. You seen the press conference, the little stare down. You know what I'm saying? So he's been probably trying to. He's been campaigning at 54 for quite some time. He started his career at 47. So at the end of the day, like this is probably his time to move up. I think what the real thing is that we gotta think about is like when he comes back down to 54 to fight Terrence. I feel like that's a bigger topic when it comes down to how you feel when you're going back into the ring, losing that muscle tissue that you gained to fight, Canelo Alvarez. And can he take the punch? That's another thing too. Now let me tell you, Jamel has gotten hurt in fights, right? We haven't seen Canelo get hurt in fights lately. Yeah, he got hurt with Cotto's brother back in the days, but Triple G ain't no joke when it comes to punching, and he was taking his punches like if it was no tomorrow. Um, if Castano is rocking you while coming straight forward, Canelo is definitely gonna get you him punching. He can't see. Ooh, you 100% right, because at the end of the day, Canelo gets those counters, and them shits are explosive. He's gonna explode a counter at you. Boom! It's gonna hurt, and you ain't gonna see it coming. Next thing you know, you're on the floor like, where am I at? And it's gonna be like that. So it is what it is. Chin insurance is the real deal. Um, if Jamel can constantly break Canelo's high guard, blind Canelo with his stick, then it will be a long night. Yes, and his conditioning is gonna have to be at another level. Um, a hard double left. Okay, okay. Let's get into some of these comments. Guys, I appreciate you guys for tapping in with us. You know what I'm saying? We got 50 people on the live and only 28 likes. Show some love to the channel, man. Devin Haney will return undefeated. Okay. Okay, okay. He definitely will return undefeated because he's undefeated. So yeah, Masterminds 96. You're right. Yeah, he's undefeated. He's gonna come back undefeated for sure. That makes sense. And can take a punch. Okay, Coda. Well, it's not weight drain if he puts in more weight, but can he carry the weight with the same speed? You're 100% right, bro. But what I'm talking about is when he comes back down to fight Terrence Crawford. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Vic C, if had Jamal's jab, he might have a shot. Mmm. Taking shots at Jamel Bendito. I'm a new fan, bro. You've been putting in work, Mill City. Thank you, Matt. Really appreciate you, man. Mastermind 96. I said Devin will retire undefeated. You said retired. Okay. You did say retired. My bad. Um, Bueno, at the end of the day, I know a whole bunch of boxers that are undefeated, that retired. It's about what you do afterwards. Now, yeah, he's undefeated. He's undisputed at 35. I got no problems with Devin Haney. Like, honestly, I really don't. Do I think he's undefeated, but he better not fight Tank or Shakur, because that might change. That's what I gotta say about that. But if he stays away from those two guys right there, and then you also know you move to 40 and you fight my man Teofimo Lopez, like Benedito, Tio gonna get you with some shit. You know what I'm saying? Guys, close the chat real quick. Hit the like button and click back in. Best way to support Mill City. HLD, man, I appreciate it, bro. I just learned something new right now. Yeah, man, guys, tap the like button right now. Pop, 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 finger to pop. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, after looking at the press conference, like I'll tell you one thing: Jamel's upper body is big, but his legs weren't. They weren't as big as his upper body, and you know, um, but Canelo Alvarez is a tank. He's a tank. I think that this is. I don't think it's a 50-50 fight. But I'm not gonna say it's widely spreaded. It's not widely spreaded. But I think that Canelo Alvarez did choose Jamel Charlo for a reason. Um, I do believe that he wants his brother right after. Tio and Devin are the most accomplished of the four kings. I can appreciate that. Papa, my man Tio, he's doing different. He's doing different things. Tio, Shakur, you know what I'm saying? Like, them dudes right there, they built differently. Those dudes are built differently. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm real cool with the Tank team. I appreciate Tank. He got one of those equalizers that you really can't can't count out. You know what I'm saying? Um, he's gotten, a lot of people want to argue about the type of titles that he goes for. But in the same time, these guys, you know, if you think about all the guys, like I know a few legends that they live in apartment buildings right now. You know what I'm saying? And they've had $1 million paydays, like $1 million paydays, and they're living in apartments right now that they don't even own. So that being said, I don't knock on guys like Tank for that reason. Go get your money. Even Devin, go get your money. And it happened to be that Devin just got undisputed. So him trying to get his money is where it's at. I want all these guys to get paid. Like I want them all to get paid, but get us some good fights in the same time. I really just get us all the good fights so that way we watching the best fights. We've been, I don't want to say we're spoiled this year, because back in the 80s, well, I'm born 88, so I don't really know, but like in the 90s, right? When I was watching boxing, when I remember watching Tyson, you know what I'm saying? And then we had the Tyson era, then we had the Roy Jones era, then we had the Zab Judah, the De La Hoya, the Mayweather, the Cotto. We had. I remember that era. It's so hard to when we talk about Miguel Cotto, like I was talking about Miguel Cotto, today with my man Breadman, and it's like, yo, he lived in he worked in an era that was crazy. Think about it: Zab Judah, Mayweather, Pacquiao, De La Hoya. Like you have to like reign supreme over all these guys. So we eat Margarito. The list goes on. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get that type of boxing and it keeps rolling from there. You know what I'm saying? Because boxing right now is hot. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a big UFC. I don't watch UFC at all actually, but I hate the hugging. But I haven't been hearing much. Like all I've been hearing is Jake Paul beating their asses in boxing, but that's about it. I haven't really been hearing much. And now this Tyson Fury cat trying to fight in Gandu, but yeah, ya tú sabes. Enough of that UFC talk. We Mill City Boxing over here, home of the high level pro boxing media. Guys, smash the like button, man. Smash the like button. Like if you're gonna smash your girlfriend tonight, you know what I'm saying? Warm it up. Warm the like button right now. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do what we gotta do. Um, but in this matchup, um, let's be honest, guys. There's a lot of haters. There's a lot of Canelo Alvarez haters. They want to talk about, oh, I can't put him in my pound for pound because he took PEDs and this and that. Listen, when we talk about this sport, this is a dirty sport, and your favorite fighter probably took some shit and you just never knew because he had the gift of a guy that knew how to clear it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to mention no names, but okay, I'm still trying to get these credentials and shit, But oh yeah, so I don't want to hear nothing like that. Let's give people the props that they deserve, this and that. I hear some other channels talking about Terrence Crawford taking PEDs. Like, please slow it down. Let's just give this guy his just dues for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Zab Judah was robbed again. Costa Zoo. Mm, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. My man Zab Judah is actually performing tonight in New York City in the Sony Hall. He's gonna be performing with Onyx. I don't know if y'all know, y'all old school, but like, Onyx, he'll be performing with Onyx, and he got some tracks, man. I'm telling you right now, he got some tracks. He actually did a verse, right, talking about Terrence Crawford and Spence. He hit Spence a little with a low blow. I'm gonna put it up on my YouTube. He said something about like Terrence Crawford and Spence. Oh no, Crawford and Spence hit him worse than the car crash or whatever like that. Something crazy like that. Sticky fingers, hey. So yeah, Zab a bad boy. You guys can definitely watch my podcast on Sundays at 12 o'clock. We're gonna start doing it right here on YouTube. Um, every Sunday with Zab Judah. Only if you guys smash the like button though. Like real talk. Only if you guys smash the like button because like I ain't getting enough likes out here. Come on, man. We're getting close. 44 to 36. You know what I'm saying? So I know we got a lot of watch. We got some watchers that just want to be like, yo, them Mill City, he's trying to build that up. You know what I'm saying? This is Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. I appreciate every single one of y'all that has tapped in today. I don't really, like I said, this is my first time really on live like that. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, with that BS talk. HLD, man, HLD, that's my guy, man. I rock with HLD. Make sure you guys follow my man HLD on Twitter. He giving out all the facts, letting everybody know he be going hard, battling. He be battling. That's the guy right there with the purple logo, HD, HLD. You know what I'm saying? Look like HD, but it's HLD. But you already know, guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I'm gonna be getting out of here real soon. But HLD, I'm not the kind of guy you can God. I can watch the fight. Just do in the building. What's cracking? Just do boxing. What's crack a lacking, man? He did some really good work over there in his page and like that. We just talking about the press conference, how good that was, man. Salute to everybody here, all the boxing content creators, all the fans, all the people that just like watching boxing. You already know you the racist. Who's the racist? Not me. You know me, HLD. You know I ain't that. You ain't that. Make sure you tag the guy that you saying that is too. Nah, I know he ain't talking about me. Yeah, none of this racist talk, man. Nobody racist on the channel, man. That's no good. That's no bueno. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, guys, let me know in the comment box who you guys have right now, Canelo or Jamel Charlo. Just tell me right now, Jamel or Canelo. Mel or Payday? Like, talk to me. Mill City, you've been killing it. Thank you, bro. Spade. Spade up 36. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I would like to hear how he jumped out the window now. Ooh, like T-Pain? Um, who we talking about? Spence? Canelo? Oh, we got Cinnamon. I like that. Spade says Cinnamon. I haven't heard that in a minute. Uh, Jamel or Canelo? Jamel or Canelo? And then tell me your right next to it. Canelo by KO, Canelo by decision. Let me know what y'all feeling. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. Um, Nevertheless, guys, we hit 38 likes with 38 people. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's appreciation at its finest right there. I'm gonna definitely be starting up a show on the weekends, approximately around 12 o'clock. Like I said, Saturdays with Zab Judah. I'll probably do no Sundays with Zab Judah, and then I'll probably be doing Saturdays with Mickey Bay, Sundays with Judah, and then a random interview throughout the week. So make sure y'all just catch me up here. HLD, Vic C Canelo, Vic C Canelo 6 or 7. It could get like that. It could definitely get like that. Well, nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, God bless. On to the next. I'll be doing another one with tomorrow. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I'll be doing an interview right here on Mill City Boxing. And yeah, James Tony. But first of all, yeah, 10 o'clock, Buddy McGirt, um, the legendary Buddy McGirt will be here tomorrow at 10. James Tony, I'm gonna put him in the rotation, but I'll tell you something about James Tony. He got an exhibition fight. I love this dude. I got his phone number. I'm cool with him. But the problem is I gotta yell at the commission. Why the hell you letting James Tony fight right now? That's no bueno. Um Nevertheless, I need that Mill City Boxing Keyshawn Davis interview. HLD, why is he fighting? I don't understand, HLD. Real talk. I don't know why. You know who he's fighting? I'll tell you right now. Razor Reddick. He's fighting Razor Reddick. Um, Hopefully what happened to Coach Calvin and Bullet of he just working out, getting the weight down, and then the commission tell him, "Yo, you can't fight," would be nice for me. I don't want to see that dude deal with any more damage whatsoever. Um, yeah, but he be fighting him. Um, and like I said, Zab's performing in New York tonight at like I said, Sony Hall with Onyx. Um, I'm gonna be definitely getting some more interviews every day. Hopefully, try to get them every day. It gets a little tiring after a while, but I like to give y'all what y'all need and stuff like that. Just make sure that you show some love, you come to the channel, you hit the appreciation button, what I'm saying? Send donations if you can, what I'm saying? If you can't, I understand. And we're gonna be on to the next one. So guys, I appreciate, y'all tapping in. Wait, Coach Calvin and Bullet happened already? Nah, it got the commission denied Calvin because he's too old. Um, I'm glad too, cause it could have. Now, I just don't want to see older guys fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know what could happen. It's not like you a young bull. This is a young bull sport. You know what I'm saying? So when you take a punishment at a young bull, shit, I go sparring. If I spar, I get a headache the next day for like 3 days straight, bro. Like this shit is not. This is no joke. The boxing ring is no joke. It's not like I was young. What I'm saying? I go through a pain today and I'm good tomorrow. Nope, I'm bad. I'm done for a week. I don't know about y'all. I'm done for a week. But nevertheless, guys, there's a lot of great fights coming up. I want to chop it up more with y'all. When it comes down to, I hope that Demetrius Andres can get that opportunity as well with David Benavidez. Let me know what y'all think in the comment box. What y'all think? Who would win that fight stylistically? That's a cool stylistic fight. Um, but just let me know what y'all think. I'm done for today with YouTube. I'm gonna go relax with my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she'll let me pipe it. If not, she gonna say, I'm a little tired, this and that, this and that. If not, I'll be you know what I'm saying? But ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tapping in with us. Much love. And I'm out. And I'm out.